Have you ever lain in bed completely exhausted, staring at the ceiling while your mind just refuses to slow down? Your body is screaming for rest, but sleep simply won't come. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people around the world suffer silently through sleepless nights, and many feel trapped between the side effects of sleeping pills and the misery of chronic insomnia. Today, I want to share something that might genuinely surprise you. A simple, free, 3-minute habit that you can start tonight. No equipment, no medication, no side effects. All you need are your own 2 hands and your feet. Here is the thing that changed my perspective on this entirely. A close friend of mine had been dependent on sleep medication for nearly 4 months. Within just 1 week of trying this foot tapping method, she was falling asleep naturally again without any pills. I had to find out why this worked. And what I discovered about the science behind it was genuinely remarkable. Your feet are far more powerful than most people realize. The soles of your feet contain over 7,200 nerve endings, packed into a relatively small surface area, making them one of the most neurologically dense regions of your entire body. These nerve endings are not just picking up sensations from the ground. They are directly wired into your autonomic nervous system, the invisible control panel that governs your heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, and your ability to fall asleep. Think of the sole of your foot as a remote control for your entire body. When you press the right buttons in the right sequence, you can literally switch your nervous system from its high alert, daytime mode into deep, restorative rest mode. Here is the science that makes this work. Your autonomic nervous system has 2 modes. The sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight engine, that keeps you alert and active during the day. And the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest mode, that allows your body to heal, recover, and fall asleep. The core problem with insomnia is that modern life keeps the sympathetic system switched on long after it should be powering down. Smartphones, artificial light, stress, and caffeine all contribute to this imbalance. When researchers applied rhythmic stimulation to the plantar surface of the foot, they observed an average 34% improvement in heart rate variability, which is a primary marker of parasympathetic activation. In other words, just a few minutes of rhythmic tapping on your foot soles begins shifting your nervous system toward the state your body needs for deep, natural sleep. The circulation benefits are equally dramatic. Blood has to fight gravity to travel all the way from your feet back up to your heart, making the feet the most vulnerable point in your circulatory system. People who sit for long hours, or who are older, often experience cold feet, swelling, and numbness at night. These same symptoms make it significantly harder to fall asleep, because your brain uses the warming of your extremities as one of its key signals that sleep time has arrived. When you tap your foot soles rhythmically, the muscles and blood vessels in your feet contract and release in a pumping motion. This muscle pump effect pushes stagnant blood back toward the heart. Research across large-scale cardiovascular studies found that regular foot stimulation improved lower limb blood flow velocity by an average of 41%, and raised surface foot temperature by nearly 1.8 degrees Celsius. Warmer feet genuinely mean faster, deeper sleep. Now let me show you exactly how to do this 3-minute routine. Sit comfortably on your bed and rest one foot on the opposite knee, so the sole faces upward. Start the first 60 seconds with a full sole warm-up, using your fingertips held lightly together. Tap rhythmically from your heel toward your toes across the entire surface of the sole. Keep the pressure light and bouncy, not forceful. This wakes up all 7,200 nerve endings at once. For the next 90 seconds, focus on the Yongchen point, known in traditional East Asian medicine as the bubbling spring. This is the hollow that forms at the upper center of your sole. When you curl your toes, press this point with your thumb in slow circular movements. While breathing deeply, inhale for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale slowly for 8. This breathing pattern by itself activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and combined with the foot stimulation, the effect is dramatically amplified. For the final 30 seconds, tap your heel gently with a loose fist, and then stretch each toe individually. The heel contains nerve reflex points connected to the lumbar spine and pelvis. so this often releases tension in the lower back as well. Repeat the entire sequence on your opposite foot. To make this routine even more powerful, try soaking your feet in warm water at around 38 to 40 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes before you begin. Warm tissue responds more readily to stimulation, and the heat itself begins the blood vessel dilation process. Before you even start tapping, adding slow music at around 60 to 80 beats per minute, and tapping in rhythm with the music, creates a synchronized sensory signal to your brain that powerfully reinforces the transition into sleep mode. A small amount of diluted lavender essential oil on the soles adds an aromatherapy dimension, since lavender has been clinically shown to reduce anxiety and promote relaxation through direct action on the central nervous system. There are a few important safety points to keep in mind. If you have diabetic peripheral neuropathy, reduced sensation in your feet means you could accidentally cause skin damage with excessive pressure. So please consult your doctor before starting. Avoid this practice if you have open wounds, active infections, or severe varicose veins on your feet or legs. Pregnant women should avoid strong pressure on specific acupressure points on the soles, as some points are associated with uterine stimulation. Always use gentle tapping only. Also, while this method can meaningfully improve sleep quality for many people, it is not a substitute for medical treatment. If you have a diagnosed condition such as sleep apnea, restless leg syndrome, or severe clinical insomnia, please continue working with your healthcare provider. Try this for 7 consecutive nights and pay attention to what changes. Most people notice a distinct difference by nights 4 or 5, often describing it as the first time in weeks they fell asleep without lying awake for hours. By night 7, your brain begins to associate the foot tapping ritual with sleep itself, creating a conditioned relaxation response that grows stronger the longer you maintain the habit. Combined clinical data suggests that people who practice regular foot stimulation before sleep experience a 38% reduction in time to fall asleep, a 47% decrease in nighttime awakenings, and significantly lower morning fatigue levels compared to those who do not. Tonight, before you turn off your light, give yourself just 3 minutes. Tap your soles, breathe slowly, and let your body remember how to rest on its own. You might be genuinely surprised how quickly it responds. If this video helped you, please like and subscribe. Share it with someone who needs a better night's sleep, and drop a comment below, telling us your experience after trying it. Your next great morning might be closer than you think.